Part 2 of the 13 behaviors to build trust and create happiness and success in your life. If you've missed part 1, you've got it right here to watch first. And remember to rate yourself from 1 to 10 for each of the trust behaviors. Let's do it! My name is Greg Angelbert. I've had about a 20-year corporate career where I went from being a trainee to eventually a vice president and managing director, and from managing about myself to about 1,000 people. Today I'm a master coach helping people, teams and organizations to know themselves, to imagine their future self and to become their future selves. To get better is to continuously improve, to increase your capabilities. It is to have feedback systems and to continuously apply what you learn from the feedback. It is never to assume that today's knowledge and skills will be sufficient for tomorrow's challenges. Here are great ways to build a behavior of getting better. Use the continue stop-start system with your team members, with your family, with your colleagues. What is one thing that we are not doing and that we should start doing? Don't forget to say thank you for the input and plan what you're going to do, tell them, and also report on your progress. Next is to reframe your mistakes as feedback coming from the environment. Identify what you can learn from it and find new ways, experimentation about doing things differently, and fail as many times as needed. Also reserve some learning time every week. You can do it like an hour or you can split it 15 minutes per day. You are responsible for your learning, nobody else. Anchor your learning in what matters to you, your values, your purpose, your interest. It's much easier to learn this way. If you want to learn more about how to become a world champion at receiving feedback, check out this video here. There are a few pitfalls to avoid in your quest to get better. Watch out being an eternal student, always studying but never doing any action about it. And don't be the hammer to the nail, thinking that you can apply one method to everything that you encounter in life. And don't forget to acknowledge your progress. Make sure you celebrate what you're learning, the steps that you're taking. That will help your brain to want more of that learning going forward. To confront reality is to take issues head on, even the elephant in the room. It is to bring the unsaid to the light and lead courageously in conversations. It is to see and acknowledge the real issues. It is acting with courage, responsibility, awareness, and respect. Here are powerful ways to confront reality. Treat people like adults. Sharing the truth with people is treating people like they can handle a difficult reality. When you feel reluctant to confront difficult facts, ask yourself, do I fear the outcome, the pain? What are the consequences if I don't confront it? Look at your professional skills, your health, your financial situation. Are you confronting your own reality or are you living in a make-believe world? Start confronting reality here. If you're feeling uncomfortable in a professional or a personal relationship, ask yourself, why is that? What is the reason behind this? What's in the way of making this relationship more real? There are some things to watch out when you want to confront reality. Letting people tell you what you want to hear versus what the reality really is. That's in fact living in a false reality. Make sure you surround yourself with feedback and with trustworthy people. Leaving the telling of bad news to your direct reports, for instance, or family members because you want to be seen as the nice person. But that will make you look dishonest and without courage. Also, don't make a situation look like it's the end of the world. It's very discouraging. And don't make a situation look like you can't do anything about it. There are always solutions that can be imagined by family members or your team. To clarify expectation is to disclose and reveal expectations. It is to discuss them, to validate them, and to renegotiate them if needed. It is to deliver according to those expectations. How do you go about clarifying expectations? It is learning to talk with the same vocabulary and the same meaning behind words. As a person, what have you understood out of our conversation? What are the next steps? How can we make things clearer? If you have a project at work, then create a project charter where it's clear what are the expected results, who is doing what, how do you win together. In your couple, you can discuss the 3 largest frustrations that you each have. And you can work together on achieving more clarity and moving forward. Also gives the opportunity for the other person in a commitment to push back, because expectations are two-sided commitments. It needs to be a win-win. The pitfalls to avoid. Don't let yourself flow with changing circumstances that eventually make the goalposts move. Address it when you see that expectations have shifted. Remember that clear expectations are measurable. Ask yourself if the measurement is clear on both sides of the commitment, whether it's about time, money, people, and result. Finally, never assume comprehension. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do, and also subscribe, put the notifications on if you want to receive content like this every week. For summary of key points, tools from the video, sign up to my Patreon below. Also check out other videos from YouTubers down below in the description about the same concept of behavioral trust. To practice accountability is to hold yourself and others accountable. It is to take responsibility for results. It is to take responsibility when things go wrong. Here are a few ways to practice accountability. Pay attention when there is an issue. What is the first thing that you do? Are you quick to accuse or blame others? Pause and look at yourself in the mirror. What is my responsibility in this problem? What could I have done differently to prevent it from happening? Use clear expectation to hold others to account when you have commitment with them. Let them be accountable first before you follow up with consequences. And those consequences might be positive or negative. Build an environment of accountability at home with trust talks, agreements between the people in your family, and also consequences. Some things to watch out for. Don't be over accountable, taking responsibility for everything that is going wrong, even if the responsibility does not sit with you. Don't forget to acknowledge people when they take responsibility for a mishap. This will encourage them to keep doing this behavior of accountability. Listening first is to listen before you speak. It is to listen with your ears, with your eyes, and with your heart. It is to fully understand what matters to others. It is to accept that you do not have all the answers and not all the questions. So how do you become great at listening? After every day, ask yourself, how much was I truly fully listening in the interactions that I've had today? What were the results of those interactions? Anything you could have done differently? Use paraphrasing, summarizing, and asking clarifying questions as listening techniques. And avoid interrupting the speaker. Be patient with them. If you want to learn more about how to ask powerful questions so you can bring your listening skills up, check out this video here. Pay attention to the following roadblocks when listening. When people are highly emotional in a discussion, it might mean that they do not feel that they are being listened to. And don't offer advice until you've been asked for it. People usually don't want you to be fixing a situation for them. They would just like for you to listen to them. To keep your commitments is to say what you're going to do, then do it. It is to make commitments carefully and keeping them. It is linking your honor to the commitments that you make. Here are some great ways to keep commitment. Only make commitments you can keep, or you'll be the person who says yes, but who doesn't deliver. Write down and schedule your commitments so you don't forget them. And this way you can action them. If you have conflicting commitments, apply the 10-year rule. Ask yourself, 10 years from now, what would I be glad I did? And notice the language you use around commitments. Are you clear, motivated, and focused on keeping your commitment? Some potential derailers. Don't be so afraid of commitments that you don't make them in the first place. Vague commitments are a way of avoiding responsibility. They are not real commitments. And respect confidentiality. That's a commitment in itself. To extend trust is to demonstrate a propensity to trust. It is to trust abundantly people who have earned your trust. It is to extend trust conditionally to the people who are earning your trust. How do you learn to extend trust? Think about a relationship where someone does not trust you. Ask yourself, is it a reflection of my own lack of trust in this person? Can I start extending trust? Start with small acts of trust and, for example, a small delegation to someone. Use expectations as a way of building commitment on both sides. Be transparent in the information that you share and in the decisions that you take, so people don't end up filling in the void with stories of their own. Watch out for the following when you want to extend trust. Check what is your fundamental belief. Do you believe that most people are capable of being trusted? want to be trusted, and if you extend trust to them, they will run with it. Notice if you tend to be suspicious of people's intention and if you micromanage people. Think about how much you actually trust the people with whom you're doing that, and how can you extend trust to them. Alright, 13 behaviors covered. That feels like a lot. But that's very little, considering that mastering those 13 behaviors of trust will massively extend trust with people around you. And this extended trust will bring success and happiness in your life. Just one last thing to do. Now that you've rated yourself from 1 to 10 on each of those 13 behaviors, look at the biggest gaps that you have to reach 10. Pick one behavior you want to focus on improving. Then ask yourself, what is it that I can start to do today that can bring me on the path to improving this behavior? And inspire yourself from the techniques given in the video. Then just do it, repeatedly. Find someone to be your accountability partner for this exercise. Someone you trust. I'll leave you with a quote from Stephen Covey, who is a writer of the book The Speed of Trust and the inspiration for this video. Trust is the glue of life. It's the most essential ingredient in effective communication. It's the foundational principle that holds all relationships. A great way to improve on the behaviors that you have picked is to involve other people in your journey. For that, you can use a great tool which is called Feed Forward. Intrigued? Check out this video here.